The number one question I get is, how do I find more customers? So in today's video, I'm going to share 5 fast ways that you can find more customers for your CNC products, who we are targeting with each strategy, and ultimately how we can make more sales. Let's get started. Number 1, messaging other Etsy sellers. We're targeting other businesses that have an established customer base. Go to Etsy, find established stores. So let's just pick a niche right now, jewelry. Go and find 5 established jewelry sellers. Now, we don't want them to be massive stores, but we want them to have at least hundreds of sales. This way we know that they're successful and there's demand for their products. Now, what you are going to do is pitch them, send them a message through Etsy and say, hey, I make wooden CNC products. Would you be interested in me sending you a prototype of a really cool wooden jewelry tray that I have an idea for? So let me tell you why this works. It's a win-win for both parties. 1, the Etsy seller can offer this as an upsell to the products that they're already selling. They don't have to remarket it. They don't have to do any extra energy other than buying them wholesale from you. And it's just, they package it with their existing packaging. And why this works so well for you is you are selling to a much larger customer base that it would take years for you to establish. The brand, the Etsy store that you've already reached, that you're reaching out to, already has the trust of the customer. So you're just coming along supplying an upsell product that accompanies their existing product really, really well, and it's a win-win. Number 2, creating a free lead magnet. With this strategy, we're targeting consumers. So B2C, business to consumers, and retail purchases. The only way this works is by putting a high value lead magnet out there. Something of value. Give it away for free. Get people engaged. It brings people to you. Think about free samples. Let's go to Sam's Club, for example. If you've ever been to Sam's Club, you're in the United States, their whole model is free samples, especially on Sundays. And you go around and you taste the food. You go around and you consume the product. Because after that, they're much more likely to pull money out of their pocket and pay for your actual product. So how do you actually do this with CNC products? Think about a smaller version of something you can give away for free. Here, I'll give us another specific example. You're at a craft market and maybe you have a bucket of cork coasters. That's not one of your main products, but they have funny sayings on them. And they're free. It attracts people in. They can take a free coaster with a funny saying on it. Doesn't cost you a lot of money. So literally, like the word says, lead magnet, it pulls them in closer to you and they're much more likely to buy from you. Number 3 is spend time at your local coffee shop. If you're not a coffee drinker or you're not into that, spend time at a local gathering place and do it routinely. If you can pick like every Saturday morning, you get to know the people in there. They get to know what you do, what you offer. The best example that I can give you is I have been going to the same coffee shop for 1.5 years now. I have created so many local relationships. It is crazy. Now, none of this just happens overnight, but it's small talk. Like, hey, I've seen you in here before. This is the 5th time I've seen you. What's your name? And then it goes to, hey, what do you do? You know, I met the local judge. I've met the other local business owners. I've met other content creators. I've met other makers. Maybe this is where you spend an hour a week thinking about your next product idea or spending time planning your side hustle. I cannot understate the power of building organic relationships that build trust over time, familiarize yourself with potential clients, make real relationships, real business relationships where they can be mutually beneficial. The power is amazing and it is undervalued. All right, number 4, collecting email addresses from existing customers. The easiest person to sell to is the person you've already sold to. The easiest sale that you'll make is the person that has already bought from you. You've already broken that seal with them, and if it was a good experience, and they liked your product, they're much more likely to come back and buy from you because that's the way humans are. They like familiarity. The toughest sale you ever make is selling to the person that doesn't know you, the person that has never seen you. You have way more ground to cover with them to get them to the point of buying. So something that I see that is way underutilized in our woodworking niche is collecting email addresses. Email marketing is still today the cheapest and the most direct path we have to our existing customer base. So let's say we make 100 sales, and those were one-time purchases. We didn't collect any information from them, and now we release a new product. Those 100 people that would be interested in it, and those are considered warm leads, and we don't have any way to contact them. If we had their email address, we could release this new product to 100 new leads that are high converting, much more likely to buy from you. The common way that people do it is they feel like they need to go out and find brand new customers every single time. And that's why you're not getting any traction, because you're trying to sell to the hardest person over and over and over and over again. So collect, even if it isn't email addresses, figure out a way, phone number, something, gather some kind of information, get consent from your customers saying, hey, I would really like to send you an occasional email with a new product release or something like that. Like, get them to consent. You just don't want emails for the sake of emails, but you want to collect your contact information from the people that already like your products. Number 5, join your local Chamber of Commerce, or the equivalent, where the Chamber of Commerce is literally to grow business in your area. Now, you may live in a small town and maybe they don't have a Chamber of Commerce, but it's kind of the same idea as going to the local coffee shop. Same concept, same idea, but with the Chamber of Commerce, you get added benefits, and some of them charge, some of them don't. I know our local one, I think, charges $40 a year. They have a monthly meeting. So go to those monthly meetings. This is literally a group of local businesses in the area that wants to grow businesses. Figure out which businesses that you can serve, which businesses you can help, which businesses have problems that you can solve. And getting in with the locals, let's say, for a specific example, is a local boutique. They're looking for unique, locally sourced ideas. They might not be able to find you if you aren't part of this group. So this is a great way to create more local exposure. Something to keep in mind that this all points to is if someone doesn't know about your product, they can't make a decision to buy it. At the very basic of it, like if someone doesn't know about your product, then they can't decide to buy it or not buy it. So we've got to network, we've got to get in, we've got to let people know what we can do, the value that we offer. So bonus one for you, we call this number 6. I want to let you know about a secret. Social media, posting to social media is not marketing your products. I know a lot of you probably just like, what? So let me tell you a secret. The post that you make to your followers, growing your followers on your account, you are reaching maybe 10%, whether it's Instagram or YouTube or Facebook. Having a social media presence is great for building a portfolio of work, proof of work, but to actually market and get leads, it is a very inefficient way to do that. There are much more efficient, much more direct ways. And I share that because I think a lot of you are getting frustrated because you're posting on social media and you're expecting it to bring customers, and it may bring in 1 or 2. Social media marketing is very, very passive compared to the other 5 ways that I showed you in this video. Just remember, intentional actions bring intentional results, and passive actions bring passive results. So the 5 I showed you in this video are intentional actions. You're taking intentional high leverage actions and you will get intentional results. To where posting on social media passively, it will yield passive results. So question for you, which of the 5 strategies do you believe holds the most potential for you? Not for everybody, but in your particular situation. Let me know down in the comments below. I'm looking forward to talking to you down there. In this video right here, I show you how I generated over $12,000 in less than 90 days with a brand new product. If you're interested in learning how I did that, check out this video right here and I will see you in it. Thanks for watching. See you later.